This movie brings together for Oscar winners. It is also a Berlin Film Festival winner. With such a lavish cast, what kind of story does it tell? 1989. Map Prefecture, Japan. Now, a 10-year-old boy, Asada, returns home to see his father collapsed on the floor. As a home cook, he has cut his foot. Asada rushed to find his mother, but just as he steps out of the house, he falls, his mouth full of blood. He rushed to his brother. When his brother saw Asada's face, he panicked. Then he fell down too. As a result, father and son went to the hospital together. 3 stitches, 4 stitches, 11 stitches. That was great. Mom, who's a nurse, is also at the hospital. A family should be neat and tidy. Seeing this rare scene, Mom laughed out loud. Then the whole family laughed. It was a day of style for the Asada family.
Mom didn't have to be an old woman in the Asada house, nor did she have to spend all day around the stove. Dad didn't have to be a successful businessman, nor did the son have to be a genius.
All the family had to do was be comfortable together. Asada was influenced by his father's love of photography. On his 12th birthday, Asada received a camera as a birthday present. Since then, Asada has always taken pictures with his camera. The bicycle in front of the house, the girl next door, Wakana, was his subject. Unlike other people, if he didn't recognize the person he was going to photograph, he wouldn't press the shutter. Asada pinched Wakana's lovely soft cheek. Wakana turned around and asked shyly,
うちのこと好きなん?
Asada was silent. When Wakana turned around, he photographed Wakana's shy smile. After graduating from high school, Asada went to photography school to pursue his dream. But reality was harsh. He didn't come home for 3 years, until the school called and said Asada might not graduate because he missed too many classes. That's when the family realized he was in bad shape. Just when they were worried, Asada came home. He was dressed in a non-mainstream outfit. The teacher told him that if he could take a convincing photo he would graduate. If you could only take one picture in your life, what would it be? Asada thought about it. I would love to photograph a day in the life of Asada's family. The photo won the school's top prize. The family thought Asada would become a photographer, but 2 years after graduation, Asada stayed home. He either lay around the house or go to the beach to do his best ginger fishing. His brother couldn't take it anymore. He told him it wasn't right to stay home all day. His brother found him a job and told him to go for an interview the day after tomorrow. But the next day, Asada is still fishing in the river. In the evening, Wakana said goodbye to him. She's going to Tokyo. She says that running away and making excuses are bad behavior. She hates that chesty Asada. She likes Asada who takes her pictures. Asada's heart aches after Wakana leaves. The next day, Asada has a job interview. Looking at herself in the mirror in her formal attire, Asada still felt uncomfortable. Instead of going to the interview, he lies on the beach. Dad came by. He asked his dad if he had become his ideal self. He said no. His dream was to become a fireman.
Unfortunately, he didn't realize that dream.
When his mom was promoted to head nurse, she was very busy at work. He quit his job to take care of his family.
Dad said there were regrets in his life, but there were also good things. At least he took care of his family, and the 2 kids grew up healthy. He said to Asada, I want you to be what you want to be. What Dad didn't say was, even if you can't do it, you don't have to. He just told Asada he made his favorite curry. Asada's heart fluttered. A sudden flash of inspiration. He came up with a new idea. The man bowed 90 degrees to the fireman because he wanted to borrow the suit and the fire truck. For anyone with common sense, borrowing a fire engine is not allowed, but he couldn't resist bowing 90 degrees. And just like that, he achieved his goal. As soon as he got home, brother told Asada the good news.
Asada wanted to help his father.
By his dream of becoming a fireman, he wanted to wear his dream fireman's uniform.
Asada took the best picture of his father. Father was touched and said, Thank you, Asada. The fireman smiled and said, You Asada family is really great. After helping his father realize his dream, Asada couldn't resist again. He helped his mother realize her gangster dream, then his brother's racing dream. Then came a series of works: Asada family appetizer contest, Asada family football team, the Asada family band, Asada family drunks, Asada family thief, Asada family superhero. After photographing the Asada family series, Asada decided to bring the photos to Tokyo. My brother proudly said, I won't have to take these annoying pictures of you anymore. Get lost. The next day, his father drove Asada to the station. As he entered the station, he put a piece of paper on the roof of the car. It read, Politics, cheer up. That's the Asada family style. Mom said, come back and eat, Dad's cooking sometime, and handed his brother a present. Asada opened the present on the train. It was a collection of all the photos of Asada's family. Asada's eyes reddened. His brother had always been as supportive as his parents. Asada traveled to Tokyo to find Wakana. Asada stayed there. He found a job as a part-time cook. After work, He took the albums around to visit publishers, but he went to 30 publishers, only to said the book had no selling point. No gimmick. He wasted another couple of years in Tokyo. His illusions were shattered. While Kanno saw it and felt anxious, she decided to help Asada rent a gallery to organize an exhibition. On the opening day, Asada was very excited, but few people showed up, but many people were amused by his works. One lady in particular laughed so hard her stomach hurt. When she left a business card. Turns out she's Himeo, president of a publishing house. A few days later, Asada visited this small publishing house. Although the publisher was small, but the president was very generous. He immediately decided to publish his work. Asada's works began to appear in bookstores, but the sales were not good. Asada began to doubt himself, but the president was happy. He said to Asada, "Good things are good things, whether it's seen or not." But the failure hit Asada hard. He wanted to give up. Kanno was angry when she heard that. She said to Asada, "These photos are not masterpieces. You're the only one who can take photos like these. Many people have taken pictures of me, but only you captured the real me. It's unfortunate to have a heart to be an artist. It's unfortunate not to have enough talent." But Asada was lucky to have such a wonderful family to support him. It wasn't long before Asada returned the favor to his family. He won the Kimura Eihei Prize for his Asada family's work. This was a very prestigious award. It meant that Asada's work was recognized. At the awards ceremony, Asada presented the award to his family. Without them, Asada would not be where he is now.
After receiving the award, Asada started a website specializing in family photos. The Takahara family was the first family to find him. It was in honor of their daughter who had just started elementary school. Her name was Sakura. She was born in the season when cherry blossoms bloom.
Asada took this as his theme. He took a family, a picture of cherry blossoms in full bloom. After that, Asada took a few more, but when he took the one of Tokyo, Asada cried. It was the only family photo Asada took while he was crying. Rainbow family photo. It turned out that their son had brain cancer. He was dying. The parents wanted to take the best family photo possible. Asada heard that his son loved rainbows, so he suggested they make rainbow t-shirts. In the past, family photos were always the happiest moments. This time, Asada couldn't help but cry. Asada began to take family photos all over the country. He accumulated a lot of works, but just as he was organizing the eve of his photo exhibition, an 8.4 magnitude earthquake struck Japan. The earthquake triggered a tsunami, destroyed many parts of Japan. When Asada learned of the disaster, Asada traveled to Naosu Prefecture with relief supplies. There he took his first photographs of the Takahara house. When he arrived at the Takahara house, there were no outlines of houses there. Only rubble. Many of the missing had not yet been found. The walls were covered with message boards. One day he saw a young man cleaning up photos on the side of the road. The young man's name was Ono. He was looking for a friend he couldn't find. He found a picture of an acquaintance. When he gave him the photo, the man looked very happy, so he started to clean up the photo from the ruins. He hoped to return them to their rightful owners. Asada joined the team. The team grew from there. These lovely people had kind hearts. The photos filled the room. Many people came to claim their photos. Everyone was happy to receive their photos and thank them. Their work was recognized by countless people.
Later, Asada saw a message on the message board. He saw the Takahara family message that they were safe and sound, so he left the disaster area and returned home.
The day Asada came home was his father's birthday. The whole family was excited, but after blowing out the candles, he suddenly fainted. The doctor said it was a cerebral infarction, but it's not life-threatening, but he might be paralyzed. Asada realized his father was getting old. He had been busy taking family photos for others for years. It's been a long time since he updated Asada's family photo series anymore. Asada decided to spend more time with his family. The Asada family series is back with a new member. Asada and Kanno got married. Brother has a wife and child. At dad's funeral, mom cried out in grief for dad. The next moment, he opened his eyes, so it was a photo shoot. It's still funny, so Asada style. This is the Asada family.